Good day. This is HJT Views on current affairs. Today, we will discuss the possible scenario from the Ukraine-Russia conflict that is raging right now. We all know that the Ukraine-Russia conflict is going to impact the whole world very, very adversely. For a period of at least 6 months to a year, the world economy will face extremely high oil prices and global supply chains disruption, resulting in imported inflation. India, with its heavy dependence on imports, both petroleum products and other, will be very, very adversely affected by the scenario that is coming up in the near future. However, every crisis is an opportunity for bold reforms. And India needs to seriously look at two or three things in its economy. The first and most important is that income tax on individuals is not favored by individuals, and there is every effort being made to, to bypass the liability for income tax. One of the chief reasons why this is happening is there is a strong feeling that income tax is not fair. When you have large farmers escaping income tax payment, nobody is going to willingly pay his tax, regardless of what the governments at the center may say. And that is whichever government is at the center, UPA, NDA, regardless of what their PMs may say, whether it is Manmohan Singh, whether it is the Narendra Modi now, the people of India do not like income tax. And one reason for not liking income tax is because it is iniquitous. It is only on the non-agriculture segment of the economy. The agricultural segment, in terms of individuals earning money out of agriculture, don't pay tax. This is patently unjust, and therefore everybody does everything possible to get out of the tax net. There are only two ways of really handling this. One is immediately use this opportunity to bring agricultural income under income tax. The government is going to need resources. It is going to fall short of revenues because imports will be impacted. Inflation will be high because of imported inflation, as I said, and that will have to be controlled in some way or the other. They are going to need resources, and one strong resource stream, agriculture income, has not been used whatsoever. Whether they like it or not, people will be forced to go into agriculture income tax. The second thing that is there is a question that has always bothered some of us, is that if just 2% or 3% of the population is paying income tax, what is it that we are losing if income tax is done away with and we move to a concept of expenditure tax? I believe that if this is properly planned and executed, expenditure tax will be a money spinner and will yield much more revenue for the central government, and of course passing on some fair share to the state governments, then income tax is at the present moment. I am talking only income tax on individuals. I'm not talking income tax on businesses. I'm not talking income tax on corporates. I'm talking individual income tax. I believe individual income tax needs to be replaced by a form of expenditure tax. The mechanisms, the way to execute this tax, etc., obviously has to be thought out by the revenue authorities. I do not have the answers for the mechanism, but we have some very sharp bureaucrats, and they are experts at attempting to plug income tax loopholes. Let them now look at an alternate to income tax. Let them apply their minds to an alternate to income tax and look what can be done for replacing income tax on individuals with expenditure tax. The third thing that the government should be doing now, very, very quickly, using this opportunity that is coming up, is complete the GST chain. GST circle, the GST chain is broken at three or four places. One, petroleum products are not covered under GST. Two, power is not covered under GST. Three, human alcohol is not covered under GST. I believe the time has come to bring all three of these under GST provisions, move them away from the tax that they are paying today, that is the whatever is the form of VAT that they are paying, and bring them into GST tax. That way, you are completing the entire GST cycle, which today has holes in it, holes big enough to encourage non-payment or evasion of GST. Taking this opportunity of what is going to certainly hit India very, very hard, not just India, it will hit the world very hard, the Ukraine Russia crisis, unless it gets resolved very quickly. The world is going to move into a deflationary mode. We were just coming out of the pandemic, and again the world is going to move into a deflationary mode. Tax revenues will certainly subside. They will have to be made up by other tax streams, and some of the tax streams I have attempted to highlight. I am not an expert on how to go about managing this, but certainly it could be looked at as a way to manage the revenue deficits that will certainly come up. That ends my talk for today. If you like it, please share it with your friends, addresses, colleagues, relatives, family, etc. Till we meet again, have a good day. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra, Jai Mumbai. Bye.